What's up? Alright, so I'm on my way to Jiu Jitsu. Getting ready to go. I gotta help out with the kids' class. Little kids, about 5 to 9 years old. You'll see them on my Snapchat. Sometimes you'll see them on my Instagram. Often. Probably every Tuesday. See them on my Instagram. My Instagram is @TheHumbleArt, and you'll see that I'll have the link in the description for that. Snapchat, you'll see them on my Snapchat as well. I'm thinking about making another Snapchat just for Jiu-Jitsu, but for right now, it's just my personal one. I want to talk about Jiu-Jitsu and how much Jiu-Jitsu can really be learned. Now, let me start off by saying this. I know that everybody can't know every single move in Jiu-Jitsu. There's over 600 techniques, and each technique has variations, right? And dang, this stupid truck. So each Jiu-Jitsu can't be completely learned, but what can be learned, the techniques that we do learn in Jiu-Jitsu are only half of that's only half of it. Learning the technique and watching an instructor do it, that's only half the technique. The other half is actually doing it, exploring it, discovering different variations, different little techniques, and then coming up with your own little details to help you improve yourself. I hate talking down. Let me turn real quick. I can hold the camera up. There. So the reason I had to pass that truck right there, going so slow. So only 50% of Jiu-Jitsu can be learned. The other half, I believe, is felt, learn, and explore. Like if I were to go teach you an Americana right now, sure, you would be able to go through in your head, and some people are more better at that than others. Going through, working things throughout in their head, and then going out and be able to do the technique perfectly. Some people are better than that than others. But overall, you need to go out and do it yourself, and when doing that, you'll find which angle is best to do the Americana at. You know, like, is the arm supposed to be at 90 degrees, or is it supposed to be a little bit lower? Or there's a paintbrush, you paintbrush the hand on the floor. Like little details like that are things that you'll discover when you're going through and you're actually doing the technique yourself. And that has to do with every single technique, not just the Americana, but every single one has variations. And what's cool about it too is that each one has their own variations on different sizes of people, right? Some people are a lot bigger, more stocky, bigger shoulders than others, so Americana works a lot quicker on them, although often actually it is hard to get it on them, right? But Americanas, bigger people tend to tap quicker. People with smaller, more condensed, less muscle, less mass on their shoulders, it takes a lot longer to tap. They're a lot more flexible in their shoulders. And going through doing the technique to different body types will also allow you to pick out these little details that help you get the tap as quick as you can. So go teach the kids. That was all I had to say. So only 50% of Jiu-Jitsu can be learned. Have fun, learn as much technique as you can, but stay humble, get tapped. Alright, so here's Tony. I asked him the same question. How much of Jiu-Jitsu is learned by visual, just watching, and then how much of it is actually when the person goes out and tries it? What's your answer?
So if I'm looking at it in percentage wise,
yeah. So
you're looking at it, well, for viewing wise, you're giving it at least 40%, because you're watching the technique actually being utilized, and the way how you're supposed to put your hand placements, foot placements, and all that other stuff.
So technical.
Just and then so you look at the rest of it, you also have to do it as well too. So in order for you to do the moves that you just watched, you actually have to feel it.
Yeah.
And by explaining it, you're looking at it, it's like, well, how do I know that's how I'm gonna feel, or how do I know if I'm gonna move that way, unless you actually do it yourself.
And also,
and then so from there, once you feel it and you see it, and you have the technical portions of how to do the technique, so you put all that together, it's a full 100%.
Yeah.
But you have to have all that within, you look at it first, then you feel it, and then from there you provide details.
Yes.
In different I guess you would say, in evolutions.
Yeah, that was kind of my answer, same answer. Mine was 50-50. 50% is visual, just learning, and the other 50 is you have to go out, you do the move, you explore, and you do the details. And I say you actually learn maybe a little bit more
Yeah.
just from going out and doing it, because you learn details, you're able to break it down. And that's where invisible jiu-jitsu comes in.
Yeah.
You come up with your own details. And I also think another big part of it is trying on different size people.
Yeah, definitely.
Every technique.
Yeah. And it's like what Henner says every time he sees somebody, you know, with a bigger size.
Yeah.
He doesn't say like, oh, what am I gonna do? He always says, ooh, how interesting.
Yes, he
And
looks
then-
at it as a learning opportunity.
Right, exactly. So I mean, for me, it's like you look at it as, well, it's half full.
No.
But you look at it, well, you know, it's half empty.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, well, okay, you put everything all together, and then so every time that you do that same move, and this is what gets interesting. Like, if you do one certain move for so many years, and you look at it, every time that you see that same technique, and you're like, oh, I already learned it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you do everything, and you feel everything, you see everything, and you do everything, and you do it at a different angle, you learn even more.
That's for that different body type,
Yep,
same thing. Like
exactly.
you do with
Yep.
one person. Yeah, I've been training this person for 10 years. We've done the move. We do
Yep.
it perfect. And you can try another body type, and you realize the Americana can be finished a lot quicker with
Right.
someone much bigger.
Exactly.
Dang.
I know,
All
right?
What's your name?
Tony C.
Tony C. Awesome. Stay humble. Right?
Hell yeah.